filter. It'd be pretty good. Okay. Where should I start? Somewhere back here, I guess. All right. So Dean, if you're out there, Dean, I'm just gonna point something out on this particular video right here. I'm gonna start introducing you to the builders now, since you're seeing all the imagery. So right here, I'm aimed at the clouds the same way that I was aimed at the trees the other day, and I was telling you, when you're looking at the trees, look for the triangular builders. They're all around us. I'm gonna tell you the same thing, because this is a certain batch of clouds that's easy for you to identify the builders and see them working, that are coming through right here, more so than the other ones. It's very collaged. The imagery is very collaged, where I'm going to be setting up the camera right now for this. And I'm doing that on purpose. Usually it's harder. I've noticed that it's harder for everyone else to see the imagery when it's collaged, because they just can't wrap their head around it. They can't get over that this is a reality. And that's the only reason they don't want to admit it. And in this collage, and I'll say this to Dean and to the other two guys that are on my channel right now that are actually watching this because they see what it is I'm trying to show them. I'm going to message you guys in the near future and see if I can get you into the series somehow or something like that. I'm just going to give you some time. It's only been a week. Actually, it's only been days. It hasn't even been a week yet. So what you're looking at here is you're able to see in an area of the clouds like this, you're able to see the builders the same way that you were able to see them in the trees. You're able to see them all around us, but this is the easiest place for me to start you off on seeing them. That's why I started you off in the trees the other day with introducing you to the builders, rather than introducing you to the builders at the cloud level first. I wanted you to see it in the trees first, so you get a better understanding. It's down here at the ground. You can aim your camera at the trees. You can digitally collect with your eyes, but what's happening with the camera is you're able to tighten up pixels. You're able to take the light out of your eyes. No matter if you're looking at the trees or the clouds, there's going to be a big problem with people looking up at the sky all the time. Their eyes are going to be killing them. They're going to have stars in front of their eyes all the time and shit like that. So I'm going to tell you guys some little tricks of the trade. That's one of the reasons why I digitally collect the EMNC and show it to you that way too, is because I know the difficulties. I've actually somewhat invented what I call EMNC boxes. They're just shadow boxes, and I will introduce you to those boxes soon, in the next week or two, when I have time to get down behind the desk again. And I'll introduce you to those, because they're very easy to make, easy to buy something similar and just tear it apart, and you'll have a good one. And I'll give you the little details on that, because it makes it much easier to be collecting the EMNC for yourself. With your eyes stuck into an EMNC box, it takes out all this damaging sunlight that you're getting. I learn little tricks over the time. I learned to put my camera behind a tree like this, and I go behind the tree. You guys aren't seeing that side of it because I don't really talk about it, and I don't usually show it. But I'll go behind a tree so that I can see in my camera. Otherwise, you're not. You're getting so much glare that when you're going in and out of wherever you're at work, I do this. I do the digital collection of EMNC no matter where I go. If I'm on vacation, if I'm at work, if I'm hanging around the house, if I'm working on cars, if I'm doing a plumbing job, no matter what I'm doing, I'm always have this fucking camera rolling wherever I am. Um, but again, back to the builders. These are the places that I'm going to recommend that you look at the builders. We're going to look at the trees, the clouds, and the rock. And these are a particular type of cloud formation that it's easier for you to see the builders. We can go on to advanced builder identification later, all right? But just so you can get it to understanding it. Because you're going to, once you see the triangular builders all around you, you're going to see more clearly the collage effect. And you're going to understand that you can crop images on the timelines with your eyes. You once you know that they're timelines and you understand it all, you're going to easily just, your eyes are going to be able to flip things around in every direction. You're going to see shit come through that normally, a year ago would have been, you would have never got it. You would have had to flip your whole body around. Now your eyes will just automatically do all that for you. You'll see. What else? So anyways, maybe I have to go back up here. See how many minutes are on this thing. Oh, it's only 9 minutes? Okay. Yeah, this is really good. Oh my god, look at this, Dean. Oh my god. And this is for everyone could do this. I have people that are messaging me. And I've been getting really snippy in the comment section. I apologize if anybody's a real person and I get snippy with you. Um, Yeah, we can all see it. This is not something that's just above my house. This ain't something just that follows me around. It's not my trees, my moon. It's not my running water, river, lake, wherever I'm collecting from at any given time. It's not just my grass. It's everybody's. So I had somebody commented and said, "Where are you?" That's just such a simple thing. Where are you and what am I looking at, or something like that, which is very upsetting for me for some reason. Yeah, where are you and what is this that you're showing us? Or something like that. You know why it's upsetting? And I explained this to somebody that I kind of gave a little bit of shit to, and I felt bad. Paul, I think his name was. And I apologized to Paul because Paul probably did have a legitimate statement, question, whatever. But it's so hard to answer these answers in the comment section. So when I try to be witty and quick and give you some quick answer that will still draw your attention to looking so that you don't walk away. I have to be very careful. This takes sometimes minutes, days, hours, days to make sure that when I message somebody back, if I want to do it appropriately so that they get something out of what I'm showing them rather than run away from it, then that takes time. You guys have to understand. I mean, it's not, that's why I make the series. That's why I feel my voice like whining and weaning now because I was just so upset. I'm so upset about it because it never ends in the fucking comment section with people doing that. I've got thousands of videos between my 3 channels. And during these series, I explain everything and I'm showing you all everything. Showing it all seemed to be a better idea to me more than explaining it because the more you explain, the faster they leave. As soon as they hear me talking, they fucking leave, right? Except the agents. The agents hang around for a while. So therefore, I try to be as smart as I can about it, showing you all what I can show you without scaring you away. It's fucking unbelievable. Unfucking believable. This is a black on black filter. This is the second time I ran this one through. What's happening is that anybody coming in these videos, Dean, especially Dean, Dean, I'm gonna continue the series on another channel for sure. I'll tag all these videos on the Michael Oziak series as part of the series, and then I'll jump onto the Right to Reality channel to carry out probably a 200 to 400 part series or whatever I end up doing on the Right to Reality channel. But I'm going to keep you with me, Dean, because I really could use the support right now. Doing that series, I don't want to end the series at 150, 200 like I would normally do. I'll also say, Dean, in case you come to these, and I'll keep mentioning this, and I'll keep talking to you in the videos like I do. I like doing that way. This is my way of communicating with people. I rather do it this way. So I'm gonna pick. What I wanted to say, Dean, is that I'm having a hard time with Danny's work. There's only 3 videos, full videos. 25-minute to 30-minute videos. 3 of those on YouTube. Somebody else has 2 of them posted, and Danny has 1 posted himself. I'm talking about Passing by 33 videos. So I wanted to mention some of that. And that it turns out that somebody gave me a recommendation that says you could find all Danny's work over on Odyssey. And Odyssey, it appears to me that Odyssey is a look at this shit. Odyssey is some kind of a book club or a book type fucking thing or something. So you have to pay for it. It seems like a pay channel, and then you have to buy the books. It sounds like his books are on videos. They're video sets and stuff like that. So so that's kind of one thing that I wanted to mention to you. And then one of the other things I wanted to mention, if you remember when you first told me about Danny, I was saying that I was gonna laugh because it was look at this shit. It was 33. Passing by 33, and I figured it'd be some Freemasony shit or something. Yeah, this is really good. Okay, so all that Freemasony garbage and Illuminati bullshit, Danny, just to let you know, inside scoop on some stuff. All right, so all those numbers that the Freemasons and the Illuminati play with, I'm going to explain them to you. There's answers to all those. Now, I don't think that the Freemasons themselves even know. You probably have to be really high up in the ranking, a 76, a 102, something high in the ranking to really know what all those codes, secret handshakes, the triangular bullshit. Okay, so we already know, because I already told you, that the triangular bullshit stories with the Freemasons has to do with the builders. The builders are all triangular, but the thing is we can see it all. I'm showing them to you right now. You're looking at the fucking builders all through here. Look at them all. Look at all the builders, right? Same thing when you look at the trees and everything else. And you can tell the true creators work and the true creators builders from anything else that's being done by by humans or the false creator slash creator. How do you know? Because there'll be division between them. There's division between those clouds and that tree and me here standing here, right? So there's division between everything. Then you know that's had something to do with the false creator slash creators build or the human builds, because we'll get into the human builds later, because feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast was all that the false creator slash creator stole from the true creator. You can see that for ourselves. We can look with our own eyes. I'm showing it to you, so we can see that that's what what's going on here. So we have feline canine we have feline canine rodent ape human and beast in the clouds, the moon, the trees, the rocks, the stones, the waters, the humans, the other creatures, all creatures. You could go to a pig, you could go to other creatures that are not on the list. They're not any of the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, and they still have in them the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast imagery, because it's the imagery that the true creators, builders use to build everything in this realm. Okay. So the some of the Freemasonry numbers, they're about angles and distances of perspective. That's what they are. Okay. So it's really simple. They try to complicate everything and they try to make everything as confusing as possible. They got to tell you that, oh, yeah, you got to be in part of this fucking club and part of this group to know these secrets. They don't even know. They don't even know. They use all these secret things. And even the people that tell them to use them in their books, they don't even know that it's all bullshit. How do I know that for a fact? Because any of the Freemasonry agents that have come forward over the last 8 years I've been doing this, you could just tell. You get to feel people out, and you can tell that they didn't even know themselves. And they even had a hard time wrapping their heads around what it was I was showing them. They must have had to go back to the drawing board and say, oh my God, even the secret societies that I thought were fucking telling me the truth are also lying to me, because I can see what this dude's showing me. I can see the triangular builder. So why am I worshiping the triangle? Okay, the compass, right? They have the two compasses, one above the other for their symbol, right? For the Messianic flag or whatever the fuck it is, right? So they got this going on. Well, once you see everything and you realize, oh my God, so even they are being lied to. So the real true story of those compasses is because seeing everything that I'm showing you guys is about angles and distances of perspective. Number one, the angles and distance, seeing it, right? Angles and distances of perspective. The next things is lights and shadows. Maybe all those things go together. Okay, lights and shadows, lights and shadows. Now, all these things that I'm mentioning are the work of the false creator slash creator as far as lights and shadows go, right? And as far as angles and distances of perspective go, that's our eyes. We are built by the false creator slash creator. So it's our eyes that have to get used to this contrast of lights and shadows, lights and shadows. Now, they've taken away some of our contrast over the last couple thousand years. I don't know how long we have all been poisoned. I know that in the last 200 to 400 years, it's been real bad. But when you realize that we are electrical creatures, and before we became so heavily bio that we are now, we were much more electrical. And the human influence and the human lies, the human lie machine, and the other species that came along after the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, in other words, after the false creator slash creators build, there was a humans dividing Adam. Humans divide Adam ourselves at some point. I don't know how long. I don't know. We can all get together on that and figure out the exact time and all that. But we can see that they divided Adam. We divided Adam. We can see this. How? Because we can see in our real world go up and pet, touch, ride, chop up, kill, murder, and eat all these other creatures that are not on the list, right? So we can eat the cow, we can drink the cow's milk, and we can do all these different things. We don't eat dogs, we don't eat even rodents. We don't really, there are not many rodents we really eat, right? So, of course, yes, there are some exceptions to eating all these other things, but um, chickens and turkeys and all these other animals. Most of them we eat. We definitely abuse them all, right? Horses get abused, and everything's fucking abused because we're humans. We're fucking lions, fucking unbelievable liars. Let's just put it that way. Okay, sticking to the story. So 33. What I learned is there's a triple 33, 33, 33, 33. There's a 33, 33, 33 angle for a distance and perspective. And I am so used to it now and doing it. I'll mention this before I say too much, because this is the way I always fuck up, and I talk too fast and I say too much and everything's flying. All right, so 33, 33, 33, right? I automatically been going to these angles, right? I automatically going to all these angles for the last 8 years. I see it, I go it, boom, I can flip, boom, I can flip the camera over. I can look in the camera with this heavy thing all upside down, boom, I got it. I can see upside down. It doesn't matter. The true creator doesn't build according to up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out. It's feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over from the veil to the ground. It is this way. And faces only, okay? Faces only, and we can see it all. We can see it all. But we've had some contrast in our eyes stolen from us. We've been lied to about absolutely everything. Everything we've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed has been a lie, okay? So 33, 33, 33 ends up being one of the many angles that are perfect angles and distances of perspective. But as I was researching that and looking for some of the answers on that, because I was just noticing it, right? My camera goes up, boom, boom, right? When I'm digitally collecting from the moon, same exact thing. When I was doing the moon, I started noticing when I'm turning the moon, spinning the moon around on my desk in a circle with lights shining at different angles. I'm noticing this perfect angle. And I'm saying, wow, a lot of the images, once I get it to this exact perfect angle. Now, what became hard when I first started finding all this stuff, I really didn't have that much confidence in the fact that the zero is a lie. Once I understood and I could appreciate that zero was a lie, then it was much simpler. Then the 33, the 44, the 70, whatever the fuck they do, the Freemasons, 72, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. So these are all perfect angles and distances of perspective for seeing things. If we all wanted to see it, we definitely could. I don't know that the majority of the Freemasons know that. All I can say is that the agents that I was calling out, because I called some of them out on my YouTube channel. Some of them are mainstream media. Some of them are, they're all Illuminati, Freemasony fucking types, right? So I called some of them out, and I know that when the other agents that came in on their behalf, because they're too big to come in on their own behalf, so they have to get somebody else to come in. And when they did, they didn't. Me feeling them out, I could tell that they didn't know. They didn't know what the fuck I was talking about when I was saying this stuff. But when they went and looked, right? When they went and looked, they're gonna see it, right? So now, once you see it, you're like, oh my god, I was lied to by my own Freemasonry fucking lodge, my Freemason lodge, my Illuminati buddies were fucking lying to me. Because they don't really believe in a god or a devil or Satan or anything like that. Whether they're claiming to be Christians or claiming to be atheists or whatever, they have no belief systems in anything. They really don't. It's all a game to them. That's all it is. All right, let's see if I can set this up here and see if I'm gonna be in the sun. So let's see. Oh wow, look at this, you guys. Look at this shit. How many minutes am I at? 32 minutes. All right, I'll talk more later. But Dean, yeah, I want to start introducing you to the builders as we're going along here. I will get behind the desk soon. Maybe over the weekend this weekend, I'll get behind the desk so I can get more done. I'm waiting for an open night to get at the moon because the moon's almost a full moon. So I'd like to get at least the last 3 or 4 nights of the moon leading up to the full moon. So I'll see if that happens. Yeah, that's nice. Look at this shit, you guys. Look at that. And to the other guy too that I was making the comment about I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I come off like a fucking asshole sometimes if you're a real person. But if you're just I know one of the other ones was the one lady who said that I should quit smoking. That woman there is the type of person. She's a good zombie slave, but she's gonna keep the rest of us good zombie slaves as well. If anybody gives her any attention or goes and listens to her for any reason, there's no reason why you guys can't see this. You guys can see this all around you. There's no fear in it. You don't have to be afraid of it. The true creator, the false. Hey, look. Matter of fact, look. Lightning, right? Lightning took the fucking tree down yesterday. Remember I was saying I'm out here and I'm doing all these videos and I'm saying that lightning seems like it's chasing me, right? Maybe it was. Oh, that's a pretty bad glare there, but let's see if I can get rid of it. Yeah, if I go this way, I probably can get rid of that glare. Somewhere here, maybe. Yeah, so I just wanted to mention that kind of shit, okay? And I'll get back to you on more of that once I'm behind the desk. And I got some time. I'll fill you in on the rest of that shit. The Freemason, the Illuminati, all the religions, the duality of it all, and all that kind of shit. I mean, they stole the false creator / creator's work is what they did. And they began dividing Adam and dividing other things, just like the false creator / creator did, because the false creator / creator's build is all based on division: up from down, left from right, back from forth, up, in from out, you name it, hot from cold, positive from negative, hot from cold, left from right, in from out, all the duality. And they stole that, and they and in the human population, just like this lady that I'm talking about, just like my family, your friends, your grandparents, your great grandparents, your ancestors, they were all involved in this. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. They were all involved on enslaving us. And if we don't wake up to that fact, then we won't wake up, because we'll refuse reality. We'll just continue refusing reality. But if you go and look, you're going to see it. It's undeniable. And we can just move on. We don't have to be angry and pissed off at everybody. I am, of course, but I mean, everyone else don't have to be. But I mean, it's not going to do us any good to stay enslaved for the next 2,000 to 10,000 years more, until somebody else comes along. Maybe in a couple thousand years, someone else might come along, but who's to say that everyone's going to wake up even then? And why do you want the next 2,000 years worth of generational genes to go down like that, like we all did? So we're going to keep saying that things are great, things are wonderful, all this bullshit about governments and presidents. No, man, it all goes away now. It all goes away. But everybody's got to wake up. You all got to go look for yourselves. And then once you see it, all that shit's over. You're not going to believe that Trump got fucking shot. No, he did not. You guys are so fucking stupid, man. Everybody fucking played games. And then I'm supposed to argue and debate with people in the comment section about politics, about Trump and shit. No, man, it's all over, man. It's all over. I ain't got time for it anymore. I mean, if all of you, if my fellow 7.8 billion zombie slaves, is you fucking people do not wake up, it's all over for us. We're not going to have a chance to wake up again. It's going to be a very long time. That's why I suggest you all wake up. And if you're worried about losing freedom, don't, because you never had it. You never had the freedom. It's all been a big lie. It's all been an illusion and a lie. And once you start waking up and you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so this is at 20 something minutes. I'm just gonna let it run. I'll be back. know, did I lose it? I already lost it. I wanted to show you guys something. Oh yeah, no, I can still show you, I think. Hold on. Okay. See this little area right here? Okay. There's a big image right here. Eye, nose, mouth right here. Okay. Hairdo, everything, beard down here, little goatee beard. Okay. I'll crop them for you. All right, before it moves around too much, because again, the builders are working right now, so I have to work fast because they're moving around. This is better for me to do behind the computer. But notice the smoking device. Now, I've been looking into smoking devices since the man on the moon, since which is another one of the weird comments that I've been getting about my moon videos. People think that they know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't. But anyways, smoking devices, us seeing what we want to see. I can use that smoking device in that image's mouth, right? Like that. If I hadn't lose him yet, yeah, it's almost gone now. It's almost gone. The smoking device is almost gone because the builders are working and they're going to change that image as the clouds are moving through, just like the same thing if the trees are blowing around and whatever. All right, there's those things here like this, but I can use that for many, many other images. It also is working as a long schnoz for other images. And there's also another one that are cones. They're cones. You have cones, and then you have these things. I thought cones were gonna be bigger to work out as bird beaks and shit like that in the imagery, and it does not. But I can take all these cones back um, to other explanations for you. So the cones and those things there, because that's another thing is wearing apparel. If you see body imagery, there should not be any wearing apparel. The true creator in the true creator's work, there should not be wearing apparel. So that's us seeing what we want to see. All right. So when it comes down to that, if that ever happens, you can prove that you're just seeing what you want to see and it's not really there, because you can get confirmation from others as we all start looking at these images for ourselves. So when somebody else calls you on it and says, "Come on, man, that doesn't look." If that was buttons on a shirt, for example, if you found some body imagery, which body imagery is really, really hard to find. I mean, one or two a year that I may see. You're talking about 7 zillion fucking images a day that I look at in the rocks, the water, the clouds, the snow, whatever, moon. And the reason why I always count the moon as having the place with the most body imagery is because the images in the moon never change. The images rolling through the sky right now are changing as they're moving. The builders are building. Okay, battery's low. All right, battery's low. I'm going to have to give it up. Hey, what are you guys doing? Cut it out. So these black on black filters are really good. Look, it's really good. You guys should not have any problem seeing this. These are one pair of sunglasses broken in half. With I take both lenses, put one on top of the other. Dark sunglasses. That's it. These are not even HD sunglasses. These are just dark sunglasses. Look at this shit. I know I'm moving the camera fast right now because anybody watching this, all you do is pause the video. If you see an image, that's why I go stop. I used to count to three. Sometimes I still do. I go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll move it 1, 2, 3, and then I move it 1, 2, 3, and that kind of thing. Well, yeah. So again, something weird is going on. Um, Maybe it's not weird at all. Maybe it's just the filters. I think by doubling up the filters, tripling up the filters, combination color filters, all of a sudden, a lot of people are able to see it. Nobody knows what they're looking at. There's seems to be, of course, a lot of confusion. So I just recommend anybody coming to these videos, go back and watch my series on the Michael Oziak channel, and even the old ones on the Miguel Everyone channel will tell you enough. Michael Oziak channel is larger, more videos, a little more detail probably in there. But then again, the Miguel Everyone channel should be enough to explain it all. Um, and if you don't like it and you don't like what you hear, I understand. But don't come in and fucking bug me about it and then start asking me shit that I'm explaining in the videos, you know. If you understand what I'm explaining in the videos and you want to know more about it or something like that, okay, that I can do. But to be mad at me because you don't see what it is I'm trying to show you, that's what a lot of people are doing. They're coming in, they're only watching these cloud videos. I'm not even talking in the fucking video. And then they're mad at me because because I don't know why, because I'm showing clouds. I don't know. Because that's all they know of it. They just, pretty clouds, right? That's all you should be saying. Not fucking weirdo and you're fucking an idiot and all the shit that I gotta deal with when I hit the comment sections. I don't know. I think I'm gonna let it's gonna let the camera die out. The battery's gonna die anyway. I figure I'll just let it run. I don't think I'll get another 30-minute video out of it if I don't know, maybe I will. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna just restart it.